Okay, now we've run into something. Some of it is flaking or peeling, and some is not. So we're wondering, did they install the wrong color and then last minute color seal all this? But, oh boy. Hope we're not going to get into a really bad mess here. Well, this is a challenging event in this video you're going to see. I recorded that just one of my last jobs for 2020, and while I was up in northern Minnesota with Aaron, and right now I'm down at my little single wide with indoor plumbing in Florida with Luna, the super puppy here, and of course my wife and Boo Bear, our schnoodle. You're going to find interesting information at the end of this video, what we ran into, and it took us twice as long. But we found out eventually what was going on with this tile and grout job. Another cold day in Minnesota. It is minus 12 degrees actual temperature, below zero. And we are at a government building. We're going to do some tile and grout today. But it's interesting. They had the tile and grout replaced about 2 years ago. And they hired somebody in on a bid. And there's all kinds of multicolors of grout they tried to use and mix together, and kind of a mess. There's effervescence, which is the white powdery substance that comes through concrete and etc. It's come through this because you're on a ground that's close to a river and the water table's high. So we'll get you started and showing. We're going to clean and seal this job today. So we have both vans on site today. We're only going to use one because that one there, we carry water, especially in these extreme colds. Aaron has an entire house to do that's an empty, so he has to go take care of that. Okay, so here's an example of effervescence, which is that salt that comes up through the bottom and gets through the grout and even concrete. But this here is interesting because we are seeing different colors here. Actually, when they spread it out, I don't know if they trowel spread this or what they did. Here's some example, again, close to the wall, effervescence. But if you look here, here's another example where the black isn't matching. It's like a layer of black on top of what was there, and that is starting to fail and come off as well too, it feels like, or seems like, but it's not. It's tied in. So there's definitely some weird stuff going here when they did the install. You make the young guys work, right, Aaron?
Yeah, where is he?
Yeah, where's the young guy? It's a sealador made in Minnesota. Barehanded. Key boxes. Electronic key boxes. So Aaron's doing a little scrubbing just out of curiosity. We want to see if we're going to run into trouble with this potential color seal on it. Not loosening up anything, is it? No. Doesn't seem to be. It had a little bit of gum right there. Sure is, or crud. Maybe it was loon poop. Well, we don't have to really agitate tsunami typically. But we were just curious to see how this was going to react. I think it's going to clean easy, but yeah. So far, do I dare say it's looking okay? I don't know, man.
Splotchy.
It's splotchy. I'm a little concerned. Yeah, it's splotchy in there. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't seem to be getting worse. Wow, is this ever splotchy? I don't like it. Oh yeah. I'm only at 800 PSI, keeping the pressure down too. That is crazy. Well, that's what happens, and so there were some soils hiding all that too, but it's definitely splotchy. Up here it's looking better.
Leopard print grout.
Yeah. So this, maybe it hasn't been walked on as much in this area or something too. And that's holding. I really want to say it's some type of color seal, but like he went oops and...
Or something got mixed in the back grout.
Yeah, I know. But why would you color seal all this one? Unless it was an oops. It's like, oh, specs said it was supposed to be black grout and I put in natural and now I gotta quick color seal it. Surprisingly, it's doing okay here, but I can't figure this out entirely. So you see there, and you see there, that's a chip. Those are chips in the tile and grout. It's going pretty quick, actually. Aaron, you have an entire house after this to do.
Yep.
Empty though, but you got like a long drive to it, over an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Because
All the way back up on the grade.
yeah, where we're located today again. Oh, sure, I say I'll get that. Little knot. You naughty little hose. Just so you know, if you can't see this, one of America's top 10 fishing spots. Okay, I want to show you one more thing we've run into. See the weirdness here? That there where you can see darker and lighter? Well, this thing needs an acid rinse because it's got something else going on it. And it's weird. So now we're going to have to just re-rinse it because it's leaving marks. And those won't come out unless we rinse it with an acid rinse. So I had shut the rinse off, the Saigers Deep Blue, which is 4.7, and a little cleanability, which that helps, especially in this case. It's going to take care of that marks. We'll have that happen on porcelain tile. You'll run into that quite a bit. So this might have a surface on it too that's going to be sensitive to any cleaner and leave those marks. So we'll re-rinse it. So no, we don't need to respray it. We just need to get the deep blue flowing through it. That's why we speed dry sometimes. Look, so over there I can see it. Yep, the streakiness. We're only at 800 psi here today because you don't need to be hitting it with a lot of power, but just being goofy. Hey, here's a really good example. You know what? They put some type of topical sealer on this, Aaron. Sure they did. This has got some type of topical wax on it. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that what it looks like?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a topical wax. Good grief. So we found the next situation. It's got wax on it, some type of wax type sealer. All right, we're putting down some floor stripper now. This is a difficult one. This should have been easy, slam dunk. Yep, that's what it needs. Might still put down some tsunami yet too, because that can cut some wax off. Wow. So we have a wax stripper down and tsunami. We'll just see if this can strip off that topical coating of some nature they put on here. Unfortunately, it's got all kinds of goofy stuff. For only being about a 2-year-old tile and grout, it's got a lot of issues already going. Well, I don't know. I think it's better, but I still see some hints of something going on here. This is going to be what it's going to be, I got a feeling. Cleaning number 2. If this doesn't do it, we move on. We'll dry it down and seal what we got.
At least we're not the ones that did it.
Yeah, we're not the ones. We're trying to fix it, and somebody got out of the. Somebody from Tennessee did the install. Sorry, here we have hacks in Minnesota too, but somebody from Tennessee got their money and got back out of the state. Well, let me show you the difference to that, and you can see that glaze, wax glaze they got on there. Yep, we prepared this room. We're gonna give it a good dwell time, see what we can make out of it. We've got it laid down here. We had some floor stripper on it and some tsunami. You can see the dirt and soil's floating. Hopefully I'm gonna break through. I'm gonna have to go slow passes, try to bust through whatever's on there. kick the pressure up now too. So I've got it right around 1,000-ish, 1,100 out at the van. So I'm just going to try to break through this and make this happen. Here I thought this would be just plain old, straight up cleaning, normal, and there ain't anything normal about it. You can see the difference though. Definitely was due. If I'm breaking through that coating they put on, it would be great. Ugh, crazy. It's dirty. God, I hope we get it in this first pass. Gotta go really slow, just see if I can bust it out. You can't even see it. He even sealed his own Q print in, I think. Right here. Terrible. Might look good on the big screen. Oh my gosh. Have to tidy up. Okay, so I don't know what all we're running into here. It's not, I don't know, it's just really weird. Grout lines are being weird. It's really not a wax coating on there to give that splotchiness. We've got some type of light topical on it. It's kind of grippy, but wow, you got it. We just had to slow down, turn up the pressure a little bit, and it's just going to be what it's going to be today, because it's a fight. We can get wax off of some Tile and Grout one, but this one doesn't seem to have multiple layers. It's just got something layered.
It's almost like a clear epoxy or something.
Yeah, it almost is, but I don't know. It ain't normal. Even the tile is already getting wear spots on it. See that? Wear spots. Weird. So maybe not a high-grade tile is part of the problem too. Okay, that has our super sealer on it, and that does too, and that's drying. It isn't dry yet. There you can see where it's drying down the middle there. It's still damp on the edges. This is not a wax. So when we apply it, set it right there, and that's fine. When we apply it with that flat mop, pump up pressure sprayer, and we kind of go from there. Aaron's putting down some floor stripper here. So anyway, then we just apply it and work it in. It is not going to do anything on the top of that surface. It's going to flash off, but it's going to penetrate into the grout, and that's what we want. So he's moving around floor stripper. We got to have enough to do all of this. And we're going to hit it with some tsunami on top just to help dig out what we can and make it better. Messy. See, I just have a pump up pressure sprayer, apply the super sealer down in the area, and then I'll just get the flat mop and move it around. Again, it's not a wax. Don't put a wax on these things. Flat mop. That easy. Well, we've got most of that done, sealed up there. We've got just this little section here to go. And we will be out the door. Aaron is wrapping up everything out there. This is my last job of 2020. I'm going to be heading to Saigers South. So when you see this, I might be sitting down in the warm weather editing this video. Thanks again for checking us out. Please subscribe and like. See you soon. So we found out afterwards what had taken place with this tile and grout job. First of all, the tile and grout, they made the person who had installed it come back and do some work on the grout. Apparently he didn't clean it out right, or something wasn't right. And so there's two different types of grout and colors of grout going on. The other thing is then the person at the end put on some type of a topical coating on it, some type of wax, but it didn't act like a wax, just to cover his tracks, so to speak. We got it fairly well for a couple different treatments with the wax floor stripper and dealing with the cleaning and the tsunami and stuff, but next year we'll hopefully make it better and know what there is, but we're not going to ever fix that different colored grout. It wasn't a color seal, it was different colored grout, but there were some areas I think he did attempt to do some type of coloring in the grout lines. The person who was in charge of the building wasn't quite sure. So anyway, it was a challenging job. What a way to end the year 2020. Thanks again for checking us out. And Luna the Super Puppy is just having a great time here in Florida, as well as myself. So you're going to see a lot of videos coming out, though. I got a whole bunch that we've got going, and I'm cleaning down here. So if you would consider subscribing, hitting that like button, we look forward to seeing you in the next one. What do you think, Luna? Thank you so much.